Hi guys, this is Audrey, your working bae. Thank you so much for watching my very first episode of my brand new channel. I was inspired to start this channel because of all the happenings in the world today. More than 50% of our population is currently working remotely and at home. So I've been doing this for the last decade. And so I've accumulated a bunch of tips and tricks. I hope that you find this channel to be a good resource for how to be productive while working at home. This episode is going to be about my top 5 tips on how to increase your productivity while working remotely at home. Number 1, make sure you find a daily routine. So what does that mean? What I do personally is I'm a huge fan of Google Calendar. So I physically schedule everything that's happening in my day into my calendar, whether it's work related or a break I'm going to take or a workout I'm going to have in the middle of the day. I put that all into my Google Calendar so I can physically see it when I wake up in the morning. Remember, consistency is key. If you follow this routine every single morning, you're going to adapt and your brain is going to be rewired to remembering this is your routine and your schedule every morning. Also think about what your most productive hours are. If you're a morning person, you probably want to start your day early and get a bulk of the heavy lifting done in your day, so the hardest tasks. If you're an evening person, you might want to schedule your heavy lifting at night. So think about what part of the day is going to be the most productive for you and schedule most of your tasks and important tasks during that time of the day. Lastly, make sure your home office is organized. If you have clutter all over your desk and you have papers and toys, whatever it is scattered on your desk, you're probably going to be stressed out and it's definitely going to distract you. So clean up your desk in the morning, clean up your desk at night, make sure that everything is set in place so that you can be your most productive self. The second tip I have is to set daily goals. This will help you battle procrastination. What I do is I break down my day in hourly chunks. Prioritize your tasks. So make sure that you put your most important tasks at the very top of your to-do list and then your least important at the very bottom. And then from there, I would batch similar tasks. So take, for example, if you have a bunch of emails to answer, I would batch them all in one section of your calendar. I would also do your hardest tasks first to get them out of the way. So it's really easy to pick the lowest hanging fruit. And by the end of the day, you've done all these tiny little tasks, but you haven't gotten to the most important ones. So I would always put those first. Also, make sure that the goals that you're setting are actually obtainable. If you have a really large project that somehow you need finished by the end of the week, don't procrastinate and don't put that as your daily goal for Friday. Make sure you space out that project so you finish it in time. Lastly, create a to-do list so that you can physically check off every single task that you have on your daily task list. My third tip is accountability. So I realize that all of us have very different types of jobs. If you don't have someone that you report to, like a manager or a boss, and you're a freelancer, check in with someone. Maybe have a mentor or a buddy that you talk to every day or maybe even every week, and have them hold you accountable for the things that you were supposed to do. This is super important because it's so easy just to say, hey, I'll do it tomorrow and lose track of your deadlines. When you have someone that's actually holding you accountable, you will get them done. My fourth tip is work-life balance. What does that mean? It means that taking breaks is healthy. So schedule those breaks on your daily calendar when you're scheduling your daily events. This will give you something to look forward to. This could be anything from taking a snack break, lunch break, or social hour with a friend. I personally even set an alarm every hour on the hour to remind myself to change positions and drink water. So what does that mean? When I change positions, I might stand up and work instead of sitting down, or I might move to a different part of my home. Just by moving positions, this will help bring your energy level up and get you out of the zone for a minute. Lastly, don't forget, sleep and exercise are essential. So make sure that you're sleeping enough in the evenings, and make sure you have some type of workout routine. Even if it means, every couple hours you're doing 10 push-ups or 5 sit-ups. Make sure you're moving and get that blood flowing. My fifth and very last tip is to eliminate distractions. Now, I realize this could be very difficult if, for example, if you don't live alone at home. You might have a dog, you might have family, you might be living with a bunch of roommates. This is my recommendation for you. Find a place that's quiet and away from the commotion. Put on some headphones. When people see you at home, they'll realize, hey, Audrey's working. In times like today where we're stuck working inside at home, make sure that you find a space that's dedicated to your remote office. That could mean putting your desk in your bedroom and closing the door during your work hours, or if you have a little nook somewhere else in your home or your house or apartment, I would find the most quiet space that is away from other living human beings or animals so that you can really truly focus and be productive. So for you millennials, I recommend turning off all of your social media pop-ups while you are working. Don't have Facebook or Instagram open on one of your screens. Flip your phone over so that you're not getting a million text messages from your friends. If you have dedicated chunks of flow time, which is what I call it, make sure your social media pages are off and notifications are off. And that's it. Voila. I will go deeper into each of these topics and hopefully get a couple more episodes out in the coming weeks. I hope you found this episode useful and helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and like this episode. Thank you so much for following, and I hope to see you in the next week. Bye.